For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonememorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. A major fire rocked the community of Battle Lake Monday night as Stubbs Dining and Gunpowder Bar was destroyed. At around 9:25, the Battle Lake Fire Department responded to a report of smoke coming out of the Stubbs roof. Within minutes, the Battle Lake Fire and Police departments were on the scene. The fire department sent out a request for mutual aid, and 7 fire agencies responded, bringing 2 ladder trucks and multiple tankers and pumper trucks. According to Battle Lake Fire Chief Tom Minton, the fire was under control around midnight, though responders didn't clear the scene until 3:30 Tuesday morning. Chief Minton says the building is a total loss, with major interior damage and the front half of the roof is collapsed.
There was multiple layers of ceilings, and they just kind of collapsed on each other. Some is to the ground, some is partially down.
The fire occurred after the restaurant had closed down for the evening, and there were no injuries reported. The cause of the fire is unknown at this time, and the State Fire Marshal's office is investigating. Otter Tail County has updated operating hours for the Pelican Rapids and Fergus Falls transfer stations and the Household Hazardous Waste and Recycling Redemption Facility in Fergus Falls, effective October 1st. The county encourages all residents and visitors to note the new hours and plan their visits accordingly. You can find the new hours on KBRFradio.com. At around 2:15 Sunday afternoon, the Becker County Sheriff's Office responded to a motorcycle accident south of the village of Two Inlets northwest of Park Rapids. According to officials, the preliminary investigation indicates that 58-year-old Curtis Dwayne Hermanson of New York Mills was heading north on County Road 135. When the motorcycle hit the gravel at the intersection of 285th Street, Hermanson lost control of the bike and crashed. He and his passenger, 44-year-old Amanda Marie Weller of Wadena, were both airlifted to Fargo area hospitals for treatment of what are believed to be non-life-threatening injuries. Neither occupant were wearing helmets at the time of the accident. On Monday, 25-year-old Donald Merrill Jr. of Fergus pled guilty to felony first-degree burglary in connection with a burglary at Billy's Corner Bar and Grill back in March. Surveillance footage showed the suspect break in through a window and steal a Ruger handgun that was displayed as a raffle prize. Otter Tail County deputies arrested Merrill Jr. later that day after obtaining a search warrant for his premises. His sentencing is set for November 4th. New information was released on Monday regarding the arrests made at the Big Chief truck stop on Thursday of last week. According to court documents, a Minnesota State Patrol trooper was driving near Big Chief when he noticed a gray Dodge Charger parked in an area known for drug activity. When the trooper pulled into the gas station, the suspect immediately put the car in drive and left the parking lot. The trooper initiated a traffic stop, at which time the suspect, identified as 24-year-old Zachary Seberg of Alexandria, stepped out of the vehicle. When informing Seberg that he was being stopped for illegal window tint, the trooper noticed evidence of drug use. The trooper then deployed his service canine Tyga. Seberg and his passenger, 23-year-old Melissa Anderson of Fergus Falls, reportedly attempted to distract the dog by yelling. Anderson then walked into the road after being ordered to stay off the roadway, at which point she was arrested for misdemeanor obstructing the legal process and placed in the squad car. During the search of the vehicle, the trooper found 264 grams of methamphetamine, 24 grams of cocaine, a baggie of a pink substance suspected to be fentanyl, and a baggie of M30 fentanyl pills. The trooper informed Seberg that he was under arrest, but Seberg pulled away when the trooper attempted to handcuff him and fell to his knees. Seberg did not comply when instructed to get into the squad car and was eventually forcibly placed inside with the help of an assisting trooper. Seberg was charged with multiple felony drug charges, including first-degree sale of drugs, which has a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison or $1 million fine or both. On Monday, 43-year-old Kristen Yvonne Nichols of Fergus Falls was sentenced to 4 months in Otter Tail County Jail and 1 year at the Minnesota Correctional Facility in Shakopee, stayed for 5 years, for threats of violence after allegedly hitting a pedestrian with a car door in September of 2023. Witnesses told officers that a dark vehicle had pulled up to the stop sign on the corner and the occupants began yelling at the victim. When the victim attempted to cross the street, The vehicle accelerated and swerved toward him, and the passenger door swung open and knocked the victim to the ground. When the officer spoke to the victim, he indicated that he had recognized the passenger as Nichols. While Nichols initially denied having any knowledge of the accident, she eventually admitted to hitting the victim with her door. She was arrested for second-degree assault. In July, Nichols accepted a plea deal from Ottertail County prosecutors where she would plead guilty to threats of violence and the assault charge would be dismissed. The West Central Area Education Foundation is recognizing the Wahpeton Foundation's $500,000 pledge toward their Invest in WCA campaign at the WCA homecoming football game tonight. The campaign's goal is to reach $500,000 in donations for the establishment of an academic enrichment fund. If they reach their fundraising goal, the pledge to match up to $500,000 from the Wahpeton Foundation will put the new fund at $1 million. The Academic Enrichment Fund is an endowment fund, meaning the principal investment will remain in perpetuity while the annual interest from the investment will be used for enhancing educational opportunities at WCA. Ottertail County is partnering with the City of Fergus Falls to host a unique, engaging, and free event. In honor of National Preparedness Month, play the Extreme Event game to test your emergency management skills and learn what it takes to build resilience in your community. This Extreme Event game, recommended for ages 14 and up, will give participants a taste of what it takes to build community resilience in the face of disasters. Players will collaborate to make critical decisions and solve challenges during a fast-paced disaster simulation. The interactive format provides an exciting opportunity for participants to collaborate, problem solve, and experience managing a crisis. Whether you want to learn more about disaster preparedness or enjoy a dynamic, thought-provoking experience, this event is perfect for anyone looking to test their leadership and teamwork skills. The Extreme Event game will be held at the Fergus Falls Public Library on Tuesday, September 24th from 6:30 to 7:45 in the evening. Over the last year, we at Layton Media in Fergus Falls have grown our presence in the space of video and live streaming content, from Where to Eat to the KBRF Coaches Show with Craig Olson to the weekly news recap. Starting tonight, we take this endeavor into the world of live sports coverage. At 5:45, we will be live streaming the Otter football homecoming game against the Green Wave. You can find the game on kbrfradio.com or on the Fergus Now app on your phone under the Sports Streaming tab, as well as here on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. Go Otters! This has been the Weekly News Recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Subscribe to the KBRF Radio YouTube channel and tune in every Friday at 12:30 to stay up to date with local news. Get more news at kbrfradio.com or on the Fergus Now app. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.